Brandon McManus about ready to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Dalton right to the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DJ Jones collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 19-yard line. Here's Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know it's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On 2nd down, Kamara. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. To throw here, Dalton. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Johnson. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum.
For the defense, the goal is not changing.
bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Dalton here from the gun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Denver's offense now set to go. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. On the delay, this is Murray. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakout there. Fortunately, he was on the spot. He's only got enough to prevent the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They'll give you a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kick by McManus is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 35 on 2nd down, Dalton with a catch made by Johnson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Andy Dalton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final act of the first half, Dalton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll set. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal, 3-0 our score. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 46 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Judy. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 38, Dalton. He finds his man Johnson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go. Dalton. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Randy Gregory picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it right.
He's looking really sharp. They're off to a good punting from their own end zone, so they can use something here on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Oh, nice move. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
He's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away. I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Complete. It's Johnson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Dalton now to pass. And Thomas has it. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton, he gets this one to Johnson. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. To throw here, Dalton. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This will be Dalton again. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Dalton. To the right side and complete to Thomas. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's Dalton. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have as as you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back.
Yeah, the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means